Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny,
I'm Gina.
and I just got a notification on my phone about the live stream on
Oh,
Gina's side. So,
where's my phone? There's my phone. Oh, okay, I just got your Discord message. Yeah. Yay! Every time I see myself in the intro, I'm like, man, my hair has gotten long. I'm overdue for a haircut.
yeah, nah, let it grow out.
No.
Just
It gets
let
too
it,
tangly. You have straighter hair than I do. It gets
yeah,
tangly.
I do need to get mine cut though, because it has been getting extra tangly, and I do have like split ends. I just haven't.
Trimmed.
I just don't trust anybody to cut my hair.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. There's a few people who have actually cut the layers how I like them. Oh, there's my Discord notification. Um, the last time I went to Ulta, and the girl must have been just out of beauty school because the manager was standing there kind of coaching her through the haircut. And I'm just like, I had to have her recut my layers 3 times
Uh,
because I just couldn't even see them. It still all looked one length. And I was like, can you cut them short? Like, I want the layers to start like here. Like, I want you to be able to see the layers. My hair, does its own thing. I don't have to style it if the layers are cut properly.
right. Yeah, that's kind of my thing too. Like I wish I had like a little bit of layers in my hair, so it wasn't
Hmm.
like this. Psheh.
Yeah.
But but I've been debating just cutting it myself. But I don't know.
I've done the wolf cut once, where like you pull it up in a ponytail right on the top of the forehead, and then you cut it, and it's supposed to like give you layers that way. I've done it once, and it was
I
okay.
I I kind of saw something about that, and I was kind of looking at that. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
I
not.
don't know if I did it. I'd probably mess it up, and I'd end up looking like some freaking Bon Jovi looking dude.
As long as you don't like take more than just a couple inches off, which is probably all you need is like 2 inches to cut off your dead ends. Just don't go crazy with it. You can always cut more off. You can't put it back on. My
Yeah.
coworker does that to herself, and she says she's like, "Oh yeah, I cut my hair with my friends. We did it in the Target parking lot in my car." I was like, "Why in your car? Now you have loose hair in your car. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
It's like, so wait, no mirror. Now you have hair in your car.
Okay, so it's like you pull it all up and you
Hmm.
put like the
In a
ponytail like
ponytail,
right in your forehead.
right at the top. Yeah, right at your hairline. Yep.
Okay, I might try that. I'm nervous though. No.
Just a little
Anyway,
bit. Just a little bit.
let's say hi to people.
Okay.
We got Betta and Guppy Gal here. What's up, Patty? Scotty Aquati is here. Leo 209 Aquatics is here. Sketty Nona. What's up, Sketty? Mystery Snail Guardians is here.
Hi,
How you doing,
Annette.
Annette? I can hear.
Kane's
Oh,
getting
oh,
fussy.
that's Kane. I thought that was myself echoing in the background.
Nope, that's Kane getting fussy.
Steven
Let me close the
P2003
door. I'll be right back.
Aquatics is here.
Steven!
Good to see everybody. And Johnny with Dan's Fishes here. All right. Scotty, thanks for popping in on my side. I hope everybody's hitting the like on both channels.
Links in the description.
Send out those notifications to the people that aren't watching. Yeah, we do have a great crowd here tonight. It's going to be sweet.
Yeah, how many people are live? I can't see because I'm not the streamer.
We got 11 in right now. Not bad for the beginning.
Oh, excuse me. Nice.
Jenna P 2005. Good
Jenna.
evening. So, my saltwater mollies, I noticed a few babies.
Really?
Yep,
That's so exciting. Oh, my camera's not right. I did not adjust
teeny
this very
tiny
well.
little babies.
There we go.
I think there's like four. I've only seen like four at a time. There might be more than that though, because there are like a couple little caves and stuff in the rocks and stuff. So,
Nice. That's exciting.
yep. I hope they don't end up doing the same thing the last time I had babies.
Oh, Johnny,
Do
you
I have
catfish?
cuttlefish yet? No, not yet.
No, he's got baby mollies. Baby salty mollies.
Yep, I'm working on getting my food stock up first. um, so I'm
Yes.
trying to get a colony of saltwater mollies going. I think I lost all my shrimp now, which is kind of sad. But I don't know. I don't think I could have actually done shrimp and mollies in the same tank. I think the mollies
Probably,
probably
yeah.
would have ended up eating the baby shrimp and stuff. So
Yep.
I know 18 days until the Keystone Clash.
So
Just
excited.
3 weeks away. It's just crazy. Absolutely insane. I hope everybody is having a good Labor Day weekend, at least
Yes.
here in the United States. Not sure what y'all do. Probably nothing in any other part of the world. Um, but this is the time of the year where we celebrate the working man and we give him an extra day off.
Except for retail people where there's extra sales and they make you work more.
Exactly. Except for me. Yeah, I ended up
Yeah.
getting the day off, but I did volunteer to work today. So I worked today, but it was kind of a slow day. But I was in Marthasville, Missouri today. So it was vineyard land. Like
Oh.
I'm driving through all these like fields of grapes and all different sorts of stuff, and some really nice houses on the lake and different lakes and all different cool stuff down there. So
Nice.
really, really nice area. Some different creeks and stuff that I was driving through, getting mental inspiration and stuff on different things. I love looking at all those different sorts of woody landscapes and stuff.
Hmm. Apparently it's Father's Day in Australia.
Oh, well, all right, Craig's Catfish Cave. Father's Day in the United States was what, like 2 months ago, 3 months
Yeah,
ago.
I think it's in June. Or is it July?
I only know it's when everybody tells me it's Father's Day,
It's Nathan's dad's birthday's around that same time. Um
and I know it's like a month or 2 months after Mother's Day, and I don't know when Mother's Day is, but that's when everybody tells me that it's Mother's Day.
June. It was June 18th.
Oh,
Father's
yeah,
Day.
June 18th, yeah, which is now okay, yeah, not doing that. Aquatic Garden Zen, what's up? Or Aqua Garden Zen, why did I say aquatic? Lady Diane,
Lady Diane.
June 3rd Sunday.
Yeah,
See, her generation just knows these things.
because they didn't have smartphones to remember it for them. I just almost threw my phone in the trash. Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Right. Now everybody has Facebook and all that stuff to tell them.
Yep.
I just wait until I start to see like a billboard somewhere that's like, "Don't forget Mother's Day is
Or
around the
all
corner."
or all the ads, the targeted
Yep.
ads. Father's
Right.
Day gifts.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
oh
sure.
shit.
I'm sure YouTube tells people nowadays when it's
Yeah.
Father's Day. Now, see, okay, I'm sure the ads are relative, based on your location and all that. Craig, do you get like, are there like Father's Day ads going on right now in Australia on YouTube? Like when you're like flipping through, do you get random Father's Day stuff going on?
Oh, that's what you meant on YouTube. I have YouTube Premium, so I never get ads.
Oh,
But I do
well,
whenever I watch Hulu and stuff, and I get those ads. Then yeah, I see it there. But I mostly see it just like if I'm just shopping, those little, based off your cookies, based off your search history, those type of ads.
yeah.
Pinstripe ass and a Clarky clown.
All right.
Right. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think I've had those at my work before.
You want to share it?
Yeah, let me actually pull up images. Present, share screen, bonk, boop, blop. There we go. Pretty sure it's this one. Or is it the Melanaris? If it's the Melanaris, then I have that.
Or is it the yellow one?
Well, I think that's a juvenile Melanaris.
I meant the one on the right.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this looks like it probably is a juvenile Melanaris because the striping and the face looks the same. Whereas this is more of an arrowhead. Yeah, is it the scarlet pinstripe? Yeah, see here. That's the adult. That's the juvenile.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if
I
it's
want
the
to add
Melanaris.
on the 2 white shells that she had in the beginning of her stream. It's on the plastic container with the half-moon bubbles. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, she's talking to Craig. I think she put an order with Belinda for some crystals and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
The board is blank.
Lady Diane called it out first.
I mean, we have to get on that first. Crypt Keeper Aquatics is here. What's up?
So that's the scarlet pinstripe. Okay, yeah, no, we haven't had that one. Oh, it's a cheap one too. Oh, I need to start looking out for this. Evandius. Good for a 55? You guys can't see the screen, can you? Nope. It opened up another window too, Live Aquaria, so I'm looking at it. I think it's the same family as like a 6-line wrasse. But yeah.
Nice. And then the Clark Eye Clown.
Yeah, Clarkies are one of the meaner clowns. They get quite large. Are you getting it or am I getting it?
Well, it looks like you're already on it.
I am already on it. I got it. Bonk, bonk, bleep, bloop. Yeah, Clarky clowns. So they're really dark. Nice. They have more yellow fins. They will host anything. They are not particular. A lot of people will put them with carpet anemones because not a lot of other clowns will host carpets. This one's hosting a mushroom. Little soft mushroom coral. But yeah, they will host anything. Yeah, this one probably hosts this big carpet right here.
Nice.
But they get big and they get mean.
Big,
get... Let's see.
Those are probably like 8 inches?
They get 6 inches. I thought they got bigger than that. But yeah, no. That should say aggressive.
They're a little on the thick side too, so.
Yeah. But yeah. They're something special.
Got my Vietnamese cardinal minnows. Oh my god, so freaking cute. If we can still talk about fresh. Oh, of course we can still talk about fresh water. That's what I got all behind me.
Patty says I got a hermit crab, an exquisite one.
Vietnamese cardinal minnow. Oh, look at you with your fancy talk. Lady Diane, fancy talk. If it's a
Oh,
white cloud, or is
is
it not?
it?
Is it not a white
It
cloud?
looks a lot more clear, and the fins look a lot redder than a white cloud.
Longfin white cloud none. I don't know.
Look at the lipstick on that. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it has a couple fine differences than the standard white cloud minnow, but it's a type of it's related to one. I'm sure it could
They're
probably
pretty.
cross crossbreed, so you wouldn't want to keep them together.
Those are quite pretty.
They really are.
So I ordered. We were ordering through a pet, which I know we talked about last week, and that we're mad at them, but we're giving them a little bit of a shot. We're just gonna closely monitor what comes in now. But we did a small order through a pet, and I ordered blue mystery snails, and I ordered red cherry shrimp. They freaking zeroed my red cherry shrimp. So I'm
Oh,
taking that as a sign that I'm only allowed to order shrimp from Grant and Shelby at the Garden of Eater because it's just not meant to be to order from anybody else. But I got
well
my
there
blue
you go.
mystery snails, and they're really cute. They're still
Nice.
getting used to the tank. They're still like opening up and exploring.
Right on. You know, if you were just gonna get them through a pet, you could have just gone down to Pet Supplies Plus and gotten them from there.
Yeah, but support my work.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You can I okay. You can order them through your job. Yeah,
through my
gotcha,
work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
gotcha. I thought you were just like, hey, I'm just gonna go to a pet and just order me some.
I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that? I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I
Maybe
think
you
they're
can.
just
I
a
don't know.
wholesaler.
Yes, White Clouds, but not from White Cloud Mountain.
I should check the. Oh my god! So we had a sassy ass comment on our Facebook page.
Oh yeah,
So for Labor Day weekend, we're doing 20% off all of our livestock,
nice.
all of the fish, all the inverts, and all the coral. All of livestock is 20% off.
That's a badass deal.
It is a good deal, right? Someone commented on our weekly sale ad. They're like, "Did I like why did I waste on my time?" What did he say? I can't believe I clicked on that just to see it's just 20%. Your weekly sales are better than that. And I'm just like, yeah, get we typically on our weekly sale do 30% off, but it's only 9 things, 2 inverts
Right,
and
exactly. It's
7 fish. So, yeah, get 30% off 1 or 2 fish or get 20% off essentially what
everything.
could be your whole order if you just get livestock. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I was so bitter about it all day. Elena's like, you were. I even went on Chat GPT and I was like, write a sassy corporate response to this comment someone left, and then it generated a response, and I was this close. I was this close. I'm like, no, I have to leave the public sass to the boss. I have to
Do
let
you
the boss
remember what it
decide.
said?
Oh gosh, I could probably. Can. Oh, I can pull it up. Hold on, I gotta get into the works. The works. Google. Hold on.
20% off is a great exactly. Like okay, yeah, no, it makes total sense. Sometimes certain fish are 50% off, but it's only that fish that's 50% off.
I
You
can't
know,
open up to the Chat
but
GPT on
when
this computer.
you don't just have like 50% off everything.
Well, yeah, normally, yeah, no.
Exactly. So yeah, people are dumb.
Yeah, simple. Johnny says simple solution. Don't do sales, and I was like, that. I wanted to put that in my email. Well, if our sales aren't good enough for you, I guess from here on out, you're excluded from any sale in our store. Like,
Yep.
I thought about that too. I'm like, no, leave it
People
up
are
to the boss.
entitled.
Leave it up to the boss. Ooh, that's an interesting use of chat. That's all. That's one of the
Exactly.
main things my boss uses it for is responding to customers. He says that's essentially what it was. It's a language. It started as a language bot.
Mm.
So yeah, he would type in his response and be like, "Make it better," and then have Chat GPT rewrite it. and that's how he communicates with most of his customers, especially if there's an issue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Vinoske Fish Koto is here. What's up?
I still have never played around with ChatGPT. All the descriptions of all the fish on my website is because I took info from multiple websites and I had ChatGPT kind of put them together and rewrite it without plagiarism. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very useful tool.
That is the proper use of Chat GPT.
Yep.
But, because of that, it's going to more or less get rid of the idea of having like a research paper.
Yeah. Yeah. I do use it also if I'm trying to make up like a funny slogan for like holiday sales, like in our sale ad. If I want to have like a different worded kind of catchphrase or whatever, I go to ChatGPT and I'm like, bring me, I'm having this sale, generate some, hooks or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I meant using it to be snarky. Oh yeah, you could tell it to be sassy, and it will be sassy.
Oh, yeah.
I think it said something like, "I can't believe you opened it or you clicked on it either." Um, uh, sorry, our sale didn't meet your standards. But sorry, our weekly sale is our main event, but the weekend sale was just an appetizer. We like to keep things, uh, you know, uh, interesting. And then it had like the chat, like the little dancing lady emote. Yeah, it was so funny.
Wow. See, Johnny said, I had a dude complain that I was nice enough to refer him to one of our affiliates for a discount instead of just giving him a discount code. The fish he wanted sold out while he was whining.
Karma. Yep.
Yep.
It's so
Oh,
funny how like people like I'll have an item sitting at work forever and then one person will come in and buy it and I'm just like, "Oh, finally it's sold. Maybe I shouldn't order this again." And then I'll have two more people either that same day or within 2 days looking for the same item. And I'm like, "What the frick?"
yep. That sort of thing will happen. Yeah. Man, that complaint just kind of reminded me of this one customer that I had when I worked at the pet store at Pet Supplies Plus. Man, he came in and he was looking for Denison barbs,
Mhm.
and we don't normally carry Denison barbs because they just don't really sell well for us. And our tanks, well, I say our tanks, the tanks were like small,
Yep.
so we didn't want to have those fish. But he wanted Denison barbs, and I told him, it's like, dude, you can go out to Tropical World Pets and get Denison barbs from them. It's like, yeah, but it's like I want to support you guys. You do a lot for me, so it's like, can you just like order them for me? And it's like, okay, sure. So I went ahead and I ordered them for him, and then uh, I tried to call him and tell him that they were there, and he didn't like come in for a little while, and then all of a sudden like he did come in, and then he's like, "Oh, those guys are like too big and all that. I
Oh
was
my
expecting them to be
god.
like smaller and like
They
it's."
were small. It's been a month. They grew. Like
Well, not even just that. They did come in a little bit large, but it's just like, dude, like the whole thing was that we don't normally carry them, and we
yeah.
ordered them specifically for you. So like, you need to buy these fish,
Yeah.
but I didn't like have the I guess the guts or to just to actually like tell the dude that exact thing. Like, no, dude, like we ordered these for you. You need to buy them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, I'm sorry. That's just kind of how they came in. He's like, well, it's okay. I had already bought some from Tropical World Pets and all that stuff anyway. So,
What
like,
the frick?
I'm just like, you motherfucker. So, yeah,
They're
from
big
like that.
fish.
So pretty much from that point on, uh, not necessarily with everybody, but at least with that guy specifically, if he ever came in and wanted to like order fish again, uh, he was gonna pay for them before we ordered them,
Yep.
so that he for sure gets takes them home.
John. Yep.
We won't sell fish for 3 months, then they all sell out within a week, and I get 3 emails asking when we're getting more.
Yep. Yeah, and exactly, Lady Diane. They're big fish. What do you mean that they're too big? They're gonna get bigger. Like
Yeah.
what? You can still watch
Well,
them
he
grow.
wanted to watch them grow.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. So
Oh my god. People can be total pains. Yep. That's
yeah,
why
it's
I'm
just like
kind of
sorry,
glad
I didn't go out and specifically pick out the fish myself. They this is what they sent us, dude. Like
my LFS refuses the special order for people gets burned too many times. Yeah.
yeah.
So that is one nice thing about saltwater is that typically most of the fish when the store is ordering them, the vendor lists the size. Usually. Um or you know, make sure you treat your reps right and we can call up the rep and be like, "Hey, I see you have these fish, but they're not the size not listed. How big are they?" And I can, consult with them and make sure I know what I'm getting.
He can special order for most of his.
Yeah.
I prefer to pay in advance so someone doesn't buy them up from one. Exactly. No, we had this one guy come in
Yep.
that he wanted fiddler crabs, and it's just like we didn't have any saltwater aquariums or anything like that to even have fiddler crabs. So
Mhm.
it's just like, but we had the ability to order them. And so it's just like, okay, so they're $12 a piece. The minimum order is six.
Yep.
So you're gonna order six fiddler crabs, and when they come in, we will call you and tell you they're in, and we will hand you the box that has the fiddler crabs in it, and
Yep.
that's it. Like everything else is up to you. So,
You have to come pick them up on delivery day. Yeah.
yep.
We had that. Oh my god, we had that with one of our maintenance customers. They're freshwater they have a freshwater tank, cichlids. And yeah, they had a special order them some cichlids and we get them in and Elena, called them to be like to make sure, hey, I'm we got them in. They look good. What time do you want me to come today? They weren't answering their phone. They went out of town
Oh,
that whole weekend. They were out of town. And she's like, she even had the text conversation. She's like, I told them that they had to get them that day for delivery. So we had to like pull a used tank that we actually had for sale. We had to fill it up and put a sponge filter in there and everything. And we had to send them up because we don't have freshwater tanks. Yeah. But yeah. Luckily, they only had like six of them and it was like a 30-gallon tank. So temporarily, it was fine.
mhm.
But it was just such a headache.
Yeah. I always regretted special ordering from a local fish store. After seeing the health fish go through, I fully understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
when
they
they
don't
don't
show up. Yep.
for a set amount of time, they get sold. That's how it should be in my opinion.
We
Yep.
give people a week. We give people a week to come. Either if they come in the store and say, "Hey, can you put this on hold for me?" I'm like, "I can hold it for 7 days. This time next week, if you don't pick it up, I'm taking it off."
If people didn't pay ahead of time for the order, we didn't hold anything.
Yeah.
And so like I had a guy come. I told him it's like, hey, we got the blue crawfish in. You want to come and get them? They're here. And he didn't come until like 4:30. By that time, I had already sold both of them. So it's just like, I'm sorry, dude. It's just like, but you told me they were here, man. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I can't just tell people that they can't buy them because like you didn't pay for them ahead of time or anything like that. Like I can order them again and hope that they're here, next week. But like that's it. They're gone.
So Steven says hold for 7 days without a deposit. That's generous. So
Yeah,
and
exactly.
usually at our store, usually when people say, "Hey, could you hold that for me?" It's because we just got the fish in It could be that we've already started treatment. Maybe it had something and we're in the process of treating it. So they're giving it a week for us to finish treating it, or giving us a week to get it to start eating. So
Yeah.
usually with new fish, they're not eating yet, and with saltwater not having a very good guarantee on the fish, people want to make sure they're eating before they buy them, especially the expensive fish. So yeah, that's usually the case whenever we have them, put them on hold for 7 days. It's because we're trying to get them to eat or we're finishing treatment on them.
Yeah.
So because of that, I can't take their money for it if the fish ends up dying in that 7 days. So
Like if I end up ordering a live cuttlefish um, from you guys instead of like if I have no success with the eggs in the future, um, like I would want you guys to hold it for so long to like acclimate it and stuff and make sure that it's
yeah, make sure it's
ready to
healthy.
go.
Yep. And we get that with octopus too. Um, People, will order an octopus and we'll have it, and we're like, let's get it eating before you buy this. So
Yeah. The Mexican crayfish are illegal here in Washington State. To sell them due to them being invasive in our rivers here, they have eaten so many salmon and trout eggs. Yeah, they are um, technically. So
I
it
think in
was
they're
Missouri. They're
supposed to be,
technically illegal. You can only sell crayfish as food,
or as
um,
bait. I
or as
certain
bait.
certain crawfish as bait.
Yeah, but pet stores get away with it because they label them as like freshwater lobsters and stuff
Yeah,
like that, and or they call them crawfish instead of crayfish, and uh, it, the specific word is crayfish that are illegal, and so like
the legal
so when you
term
say
is cray.
crawfish, like
Yeah,
sometimes you get away with it and stuff, and yeah,
yeah,
there's certain ways that people get away with things.
yeah. Petco doesn't play that. That doesn't try to play the loophole. They just, I could not, like, it was blocked on my order form. Like if I tried to type in the SKU, it would say illegal in your state. Like it would, they had blocks. So
Yep, yep. But and we had the blue ones, we had the bright orange ones, we had the white ones.
Patty says I've definitely seen the lobster tag. Yep.
Yep, the freshwater lobster. Oh, you mean I can have a lobster? It's like the same thing as I can have a shark.
Right.
Melvin Reef
Yeah.
Legacy is here.
Melvin. They are cool. They are cool looking.
They are. I had a white one for a while. He was really really cool, and man, he was so awesome. But then like one day I came home and I don't know if he jumped out of the tank or if my cat pulled him out of the tank, but he was in here and he was like all the way out in my living room, dry, like sitting in the middle of the floor. So
Aw.
my cat definitely started playing with him when he was out of the tank. I just don't know if she was any part of getting him out of the tank or if he
Right.
just kind of decided to jump out for no reason. Because he had never done that before. So, at least as far as I know, he never did.
We sometimes would get crayfish in with the feeder goldfish. Just be a little guy in the bag floating around.
Nice. Man, we would we would get sometimes
Oh,
we
and
would get
tadpoles.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say we would get bullfrog tadpoles
Yep.
or sometimes there might be a couple gambusia in there. There's a mosquito fish.
Sometimes we would get fantail goldfish in with the comets. And so
Nice.
I'd always get those guys out. I'm like, you will not be sacrificed, and I put them in in either with the fantail goldfish, the small guys, or if they were decent size, I'd throw them in the koi tank. I'm like, no,
Nice.
you will not be fed.
What did you guys do with the tadpoles? That's a good question. So, um, if it would make it to the end of the day, I would take it home. But most of the time, a customer would be like, oh my god, it's a tadpole, and like, you want it? you know,
Yeah. So yeah, we would I would
I was
move
gonna.
it.
I really wanted to take a tadpole home and put it in my pond to
Yeah.
let it actually grow as a bullfrog because it was the tadpole was already like this big. It was
Mhm.
big enough to where my goldfish at the time wouldn't have eaten it. And bullfrogs don't really travel very far. So if they are born in that pond, they're pretty much going to stay in that pond for their entire life. And they'll bury themselves for vernation right next to that pond. So,
Yeah, we would I would move the tadpoles in with the large comets to make sure that as that tadpole got bigger it wouldn't eat either the minnows or the small goldfish. And then yeah, once it started growing legs, we would move it to one of the other colder systems because the goldfish system has a chiller on it. MB Reef, hello, hello. Um, uh,
the reef.
we would
Vibes
try
Aquatics is here too.
once they start really sprouting legs and the legs become larger. Then an employee would usually take them home and try to raise them into a frog. I don't think anybody was ever successful though.
Was that me or did Gina just freeze for a second?
I might have. My internet's been weird lately.
Okay.
Stupid Spectrum. At work too, it's been very, very weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if my internet's doing anything or not. It might be too. Does anyone live near Melvin? I don't know. I don't know where Melvin lives. What's Melvin looking for? Cave of Wonders is here.
Hello. Oh yeah, the board is blank. I was already yelled about it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
It's been like 20 minutes since that was mentioned.
Oh my god. Okay.
Where you at? Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Fishing friends, what am I drawing? I'm gonna draw a
um,
froggy.
yeah, a frog. See, I can't believe you guys would even have the tadpole that long. As soon as we would get the goldfish in, the tadpole would be swimming in there, and same day somebody would notice it and want to take it home. And it's like we wouldn't, be able to charge for it or anything like that. So we just give them the tadpole. But man, that day that we got that tadpole that was already like 2.5 inches long, probably like 4 or 5 centimeters. I man, I really, really wanted to take that one home, and I was really hoping nobody would notice it. And it was like an hour from close, and somebody was like, "Oh my goodness, it's a
Oh my god,
tadpole!
it's a
What do you
tadpole.
guys do with it?" It's like, well, if nobody wants it or whatever, we take it home or something like that. I was probably gonna put it in my pond if nobody wanted it. It's like, so you mean like, can I have it? Or like, oh damn it. Yeah.
I guess. Oh, those eyes are creepy. Oh no.
But yeah, I have a bunch of tadpoles out in my yard again. Tree frog tadpoles. I tried to bring some inside and I don't know, I just had no success with them. Both of them that I brought in got to the point where they became like nematodes and they not nematodes, uh polywogs and started like trying to exit the water and they would just die as soon as they left the water and it's just like
Yeah.
man,
It's yeah, catching it at that right stage of change. Froggy. Froggy.
nice.
Um
But then
yeah, where the
again, a
legs
lot
are
of them just die in the wild and all that stuff too. I'm
Right.
So who knows? It might have not been anything involved with me bringing them inside at all. They might have just
Oh,
been
Melvin's
like
in
that.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So he should be going to the Keystone Clash then.
Yeah.
Liquid Zoo OnlyFans. What's
Matt.
up, Matt?
Yes, Froggy.
But
Froggy.
yeah, so I forgot to show it off last week. I got this, and I found it at Pet Supplies Plus.
Ooh.
There we go. It's a cool vertical terrarium that I got for, I don't know, when I catch like a jumping spider or something.
Hell yeah.
It's got this little latch on the front, and then the door just opens up like that.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah.
I like the jumping spiders. It's the one spider I'll actually just pick up or try to pick up.
Yep. Jumping spiders are great.
And my sister's what was it? Was it her bachelorette party? We went to a winery with a bunch of her coworkers and friends. And yeah, there was a jumping spider and I was trying to pick it up and I was freaking everybody out. They're like, "Yeah, it's a spider." I was like, "But it's a jumping spider. They're so cute."
Exactly.
They're
They're
like, "Yeah,
absolutely adorable. And there's
it's a
so many
spider."
different types.
Yeah.
But I've been out and about and seeing all these different little jumping spiders, and it's just like one of these days I'm going to catch one when I find one that's really cool.
Or I was gonna say maybe at the reptile show, but I only see tarantulas at the reptile show. I don't think I've ever seen jumping spiders.
No, they don't like often sell them at the reptile shows, but I have seen them for like sale online and all that. But I don't
Mhm.
want to like buy one when I can go catch a cool one. But I'm trying to see. Yeah, so I I saw one that kind of, there we go. Arachnophobia trigger warning. Too late. Okay, here we go. So I found one like this once. I never caught it or anything,
Cute.
but yeah, super cute with the nice bright green colorations and the little spots on the back and stuff. But I love their little. I love jumping spiders with their little eyes,
They are,
and
yes.
they're
Oh,
super smart.
yes.
Look how cute it is, and his big old eyes. It's so adorable,
So cute.
and it's waving. Okay, I love jumping spiders. But oh my goodness! So when I was out in Marthasville today, one of the houses that I walked up on, I noticed a blue-tailed skink, which was
Ooh.
cool because they're native to Missouri. But then I saw these little bitty lizards that I don't know what they are. They almost looked like a miniature, like bearded dragon,
Hmm.
but they're obviously native to Missouri, and they're teeny tiny, but they were fast. I was trying to catch one, but no way was I going to catch that. And even if I did catch it, there's no way I was going to be able to like keep that as a pet because, gosh, open the door and that thing is just gone.
Yeah. I found a website that has a bunch of jumping spiders. They even have one that says randomly selected jumping spider. Let us send you all of our females that are very dull.
Oh, that's what it is. The Western fence lizard. I found what it is. I like Google.
A spider and it will jump on your face? Sign me up.
So
The frog on the whiteboard needs a bra. It's its front feet. It's the
that
front feet.
that's what I saw.
Oh.
But apparently the males have like a blue belly and
Blue
stuff.
belly. What's it
We
called
have
again?
a western fence lizard. But yeah,
Ah.
that little guy is what I saw, and I was gonna catch him, but then I realized that he was super duper fast, and I was like, nope, because you're gonna get loose in the house.
Nathan texted me. It's the eastern fence lizard.
Eastern,
Whoopsie.
western, midwestern, or backwards, mid midwestern.
Missouri. Missouri fence lizard. Yeah.
Yep. Ew, that frog on that whiteboard needs a bra. Ew. Newts are awesome. I kept a fire belly newt when I was a kid. Yeah, newts are cool.
Annette, I'm
Keep them in
watching
little
your.
paludarium.
Annette sent me a clip where she put my logo on the side of a white van, a suspicious looking white van.
Well, now she has a suspicious looking black van.
No, I traded it in. Oh, it's a okay. Yeah, Kane's van is a dark navy blue. So yeah,
Oh,
now it's a dark blue.
I thought it was still.
Suspicious.
I thought it was black.
No, it's a really dark blue.
Well, it's really, really dark blue.
It
Yeah,
is really dark blue.
because I sure thought it was black. But that van's even more creepy than the old caravan.
Hey,
That's like a utility van. So it's
it
like
does look yeah.
that's one of those things that it's like, is it a cleaning crew? Is it the FBI? Is it a handicapped person? You don't know.
Not until I start putting decals on it.
Right.
Did I mention it? I don't know if I mentioned it on here, like on an episode that you weren't here, or if I mentioned it on my stream. But I was kind of looking at it with my coworker, and I was like, I really want to put decals on it, but I don't know what the theme should be. And Elena's like, put whatever you want. I was like, well, it's Kane's van, so I have to kind of make it. I have to remember that it's his van. It's not mine. She's like, what? I was like, well, if it was my van, I'd want to put like video game stuff on it, like Nintendo stuff and all that. And but it's not mine. It's Kane's. So I was like, space or ocean? And she's like, ooh, especially on that dark blue, that would look really nice. She's like, what would you prefer, ocean or space?
Space
And I was
ocean.
like, and I go, well, why not both? Why don't I make the driver's side ocean and the passenger side space?
Or just the ocean on the bottom and space on the top.
Oh, like half and half. Yeah, that way.
Like you have the ocean
Yeah.
reflecting space and all that.
Or like the water line where like the camera's half underwater, half above water.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
Free ice cream and free puppies are always good. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Oh, Belle was confused about who Beta Girl was. Beta and Guppy Gal was. It's
I'm
Patty.
like, it's
get with it.
bloody Patty.
It still got me. Like at the beginning of the stream, I was like, "Oh, who's Beta? Oh, it's freaking Patty. It's freaking Patty."
Yeah, it's Patty.
But yeah,
I'm so happy. Like today, I think it said it got up to like 97 degrees.
Today? Did
Or
it?
something like that. But it did not feel that hot today, which is good.
It's been nice. I think tomorrow is supposed to be the hottest that it's supposed to be in the next few days.
It's supposed to be a little more next week, I think, but not that bad.
Not as bad as it has been.
Yeah. And so I'm just really happy about that because I'm so excited for fall. I just love fall time, even though I think a squirrel or a raccoon or something like that got all my tomatoes.
Oh, gosh dang it.
So I thought the wind kept knocking my plant over, and maybe sometimes it was the wind because we did have some really windy days, and I was growing the tomato out of these like cloth like 5-gallon pots. And so the soil stays really nice and loose, which is great for the root growth and oxygenation and all that stuff, and allows the plant to get really nice and big. But it's not good for holding the cage. So
Yeah.
when the wind blows really hard, it just falls over. But there's been days that I've come home from like work and it hasn't even been like a windy day at all. And my plant's been knocked over. And a couple times I noticed that the tomatoes were like a few tomatoes fell off. And one of the times I noticed a couple tomatoes fell off, there was like holes in the tomatoes and stuff too. So it's like, okay, so something's going after the plant. So I don't know if it's squirrels, birds, a raccoon overnight or something, but something is literally like climbing up the cage or something and pulling the plant over and getting those tomatoes off. So yeah, I have a couple like little bitty tomatoes that are left on there that are still kind of growing, but all my tomatoes that were ripening and just about ready to go, those are all gone.
I need to send you a picture of one of those pepper plants that I have.
Yeah.
It's got full peppers on it. I just don't know what they are, and I don't know if they're ready. So they've been like full grown.
All peppers will eventually turn red if you let them.
Okay, because it's like a yellow. It almost looks like it's probably like a banana pepper or something.
Is it long?
Yeah, it's long.
Okay, so hold on. Yeah,
but it's not a jalapeno. Like it's not.
Yeah, so I gotcha. Is the plant like is it growing like kind of vertical?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe you have.
I don't know if I should pick it yet or if I should leave it alone. Yeah. That's what it looks
wax peppers.
Yeah.
It's also called banana peppers, or the hot banana peppers. They will eventually turn red.
Do I want them to turn red?
So when they turn red, they get a little bit more heat, but they lose a little bit of that natural, like sweet, sort of peppery flavor because it turns more into just heat. So I like when I have these, I like to pick them exactly like this. When there's some that are green, some that are orange, some that are red, and then I chop them up into little bottle caps and I can them and I pickle them, and you get little pickled bottle caps, and it's great on like hot dogs or just to like grab and snack on.
Really Steven says taste it and find out. No, thank you. Nathan will be the one to just bite into a pepper.
Hungarian wax or banana.
Shelby,
I like non-hot banana peppers.
Same, me too.
I mean, they're not hot at all. They're definitely weaker than a jalapeno. When I say like when they get red and they get hotter, they're still like not hot at all. I believe a jalapeno is like what, like 3,500 on the Scoville scale.
Sure, I don't know. Too hot for me.
Like 4,000 to 8,000 units, whereas like a Hungarian wax pepper, not a flan. Hungarian wax pepper is like it's like 1,000.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
But they do taste really good.
DC, the hollows aren't that bad. That's true. We do stuffed jalapenos where we put cream cheese inside and then wrap them in bacon. And as long as I get all the seeds out, I can usually eat those.
So it's not really the seeds. The actual seeds themselves are nothing, but it's that internal flesh that's holding the seeds.
Yeah,
and
I make
even
sure
that stuff that's on that first lining that's closest to the seeds on the outer side of the pepper too. If you kind of scrape that away, that'll take out most of the heat. Mm-hmm. And then what you can always do too which is like what I like to do, is you can so if you just want to take out the heat and you want to be able to use the pepper still at most flavor, you want to like soak it in Everclear for like I don't know like an hour, and then you can just drain the Everclear off, and then you got a perfectly good pepper that'll have less heat, but it'll still have like all that good flavor and all that stuff.
Oh, the pith stuff? Yes, the pith stuff.
Yeah, the pith or the rib.
So I was eating an orange in front of somebody. I don't even. It wasn't one of my coworkers. I think it was just a friend. And I'm sitting there peeling, trying to get every little bit of that pith off. And they're like, "Do you do you do this with every orange?" I was like, "Yes, because it's gross. It's bitter. I don't like it." I try to get as much of that shit off as I can.
Yep. Yeah, no, I find that green pepper is straight up ruined shit, and I totally agree. Just plain green like poblano or bell peppers, like that's just ruined stuff. And
Yeah.
when I was a kid, like in high school, um, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and like we were gonna order a pizza, and we were trying to decide on what to get, and I just wanted to get sausage, but he was just like, just sausage is boring. Like, let's get something else on there. What do you want? Like green peppers or something? Like something else? And basically, he decided that we were gonna get sausage and green peppers. So I just had to like fight through those green peppers, and
Aw.
more or less somehow the sausage and green peppers became the pizza that we always got
Oh no.
in the group. And so it's just like, it was so gross. So I would always pull off as much of the green peppers as I could. If they were jalapenos, I would have been good with that.
Yeah.
Like, I was really hard on just the texture itself, but with the flavor of the jalapeno and that a little bit of heat, like I could have battled through the texture a little bit more. But just plain green bell peppers are just gross.
See, I was actually just about to say I don't mind them on pizza. But never mind.
Not me. I do not like that.
Now in stir fry and stuff, yeah, I think it needs to be yellow or red bell peppers. Green bell peppers in like a stir fry.
Cheers to the green pepper pizza parties perpetually.
Silver Creek, hello, hello.
Anaheim's are good flavor. Big green ones like a hatch chili. Yeah, a big Anaheim pepper is like the perfect pepper to stuff because it's actually like the skin is already really thin versus a lot of other like super thick peppers, and so you can stuff it really well, and it's got like a really nice flavor. And oh, I love stuffed Anaheim peppers. Much better than like bell peppers or poblanos. You finished?
I finished the Bulby Boy. I just remembered. Sorry, but if I didn't pick
So,
him up, I was gonna forget.
for those of you that don't know, Gina on her own live stream on
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, she started building this Mega Bloks Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's
Yeah,
showing it now.
we had the torso and like most of the head done,
Yeah.
and it took like 2 hours because I was also just trying to watch chat.
At
And
some
still
point,
build
I
this thing.
fell asleep. I don't
Yeah.
know what point I did. I was really alert for the most part, and then I'll just like.
Yeah. So yeah, it was most of the head. After I finished the stream, I did the bottom jaw, the ears, the back of the head, the sides, and then the legs and the bulb was what I finished
Nice.
that night. I was up till 2 a.m.
2
because
a.m.
you can't stop once you start. You don't walk away from something like this.
Right? Exactly. Silver Creek Aquatics.
It is cute. Yeah, and his mouth actually opens and shuts all the way, like there's room for his teeth.
The Garden of Eda Shelby is here.
And his legs, you can like situate the legs and stuff. Now the bulb does not open on my
What?
small one. Yeah, my small one the bulb opens, but this one it doesn't. And I actually have to be really careful. I'm trying to keep it as like level as I can because the bulb has already fallen off like 3 times. So I need to glue
It
it.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of attachment
It
points.
does not have a lot of attachment points, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's so
that's what I've
cute.
found. That's what I've found with some of these different models. They're very much models and not toys.
Yeah.
Like the like the aquarium, that Lego aquarium. One of the fish is literally just sitting on like
Oh my
one
gosh.
point,
Yes.
and
The freaking
so
the Bangai cardinal. Yeah.
if you pick it up, it just falls off.
You mean this one? You mean this Lego aquarium?
Yeah,
Yeah, this one. This one right here is super delicate.
yeah.
But yeah, the little Lego aquarium.
He's got a very fragile flower. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, I
It's got the
rearranged
little
it from the
submarine too.
yeah with
Nice.
the little jewels. Yeah, yeah, I rearranged it from what the picture showed because I think this scape looks much better.
Yeah.
Everything's a lot more balanced.
So that's supposed to be a Bangai cardinal, huh?
I think so.
It looks more like a saltwater betta fish to me.
I mean, yeah,
They have that stuff on Timu. Everything is on
yeah.
Timu. I swear, I'm telling you guys, Timu's gonna be something's gonna happen with Timu.
I
It's
still need
taking
to.
over, and
Oh yeah, I said after the clash I was gonna do that thing where we talked about buying a bunch of stuff for a tank off Timu and setting it up.
yep. I'm gonna find a whole
Ugh.
bunch of stuff out of my yard to build this terrarium for a jumping spider whenever I catch one.
Speaking of which, I saw one of Shelby's TikToks where she did that. She has this tiny little cube tank, and she'll go to different parts, I guess in the Everglades or on her travels, and she'll just do like a little impromptu scape, and it's so freaking cute. I
Nice.
love it.
Well, see, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of stuff down from the river for my pond. Like that's where I'm planning to collect a whole bunch of rocks and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to find some logical way to do this because I definitely want to get some big rocks for like the waterfall and some accents and stuff like that. But I can't just like go and grab a big rock and walk half a mile back to my car. Like,
You can if you have a backpack.
I'm talking like a big
Yeah,
rock.
get a big ass backpack
Yeah, no.
or a duffel bag,
I
and then
have a
strap it to your back.
backpack big enough,
Yeah,
but
or a duffel bag and put it on. Lug
with
that shit on your shoulder.
yeah, I'm talking like a freaking 150-pound rock. I ain't lugging that on my back.
I guess. Well, they take you back to high school when we had to carry all of our books on
Bye,
our back.
vibes.
Bye.
High school, jeez, that's taking me back to the army when I had
There
a
you go.
150-pound rucksack on my back.
Yeah, see, it's the
With
same thing.
full
You already
ruck
done it.
gear, and I had to walk. I know, I've already done it, and I ain't doing it again.
Get a good cart. Yep.
Get a
Oh
good
my
car. Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, get myself one of those freaking kids' little wagons.
I actually do need to go to Harbor Freight and look into one of those. It's a 2-wheel dolly that you can actually like turn into a 4-wheel cart. I need to look into that for the clash
Yeah.
for lugging all my shit around.
You see, like I took like like a Tupperware like this or whatever down there once and collected a whole bunch of moss and stuff for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple people. I was like, "Oh, what you got in there? Did you catch something cool?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just collecting like moss and twigs and stuff like that. I'm building a terrarium." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." But I always just like I don't know, like I don't know if there's any sort of like rules or whatever about like if I were to like grab a whole bunch of rocks and start lugging them up to my car.
I don't know.
I always feel like weird, or like somebody's gonna be like, you can't do that, or I
Meh.
don't know. I'm gonna find some Karen that's gonna call the cops on me for
Oh my
grabbing a
god.
rock.
Mikim, hello, hello.
Super early, good morning from Europe. Been unpacking my new group of glass perch, Gymnoshonda, Pleogia, Ploegi. Yeah, really odd, cool fish. Gymnochonda Ploegi.
Ooh! Shelby says we're bringing all-in-one tanks from P&W for the Clash. Would like to work with you on setting some saltwater ones. I can do that. Are you bringing in like
Oh,
saltwater escape stuff? If not, then I can just grab a couple nano kits from my work.
look at that.
Whoa! That is cool.
Wow.
Huh.
See, something that has just always amazed me about fish in general. I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse or not. I think you can. But this part of the fish right here, just this little bitty teeny tiny area. I'm even including the swim bladder here, but like this little bitty bit of the fish, like friggin' 30% of the fish is all the vital organs and everything that's involved that actually keeps the fish alive.
Oh wait, pause. These are the little tiny pico tanks. These are the itty bitty ones that she's talking about. Oh, we need the rocks, corals, and some water. I got you. I got you. I got rubble at work I can start collecting. I can bring like a 1 gallon jug of salt water. I got you.
Nice.
How many shrimps can I put in one? Don't tell Grant. You could put like 3 or 4 sexy shrimp in there. I could bring sexy shrimp. Oh my god. Now I'm so excited.
Okay, so wait, you're gonna set up some saltwater
It's
tanks.
this little tiny pico saltwater all-in-one tank that P&W makes.
Oh,
It's a real working all-in-one saltwater tank, and yeah, she wants me to help set up a saltwater one. Oh my god.
nice. Wait a
Yeah,
second.
we sell them with shrimp. We have sold like 4 of them scaped with at least 7 shrimp in them. I could bring some sexy shrimp.
Micro reef 40 ounce.
Yes! One of our followers still has one going. They just don't breed well.
You can find one for like $150 or whatever.
That's
A
not bad.
0.3 gallon.
Yeah, it's tiny.
But like, why? Oh my gosh, like the little sump and
Yeah,
everything.
everything. It's so
You
freaking
got
cute.
okay, so you guys got to see this.
Oh my god. Shelby, if you can send
So
me
it's
the
got a light with like 2 little USB plugs and stuff, I guess, for different settings, and a full little tank. It's got, I guess, that's where the intake and the outflow is. There's the sump underneath.
Yes.
Okay, no way.
Yeah.
How did somebody set up that teeny tiny little like? That's an incredible little nano reef.
Yes.
No way, dude.
Okay, no. That last picture. No, there are no scullies that small. Shelby, if you could send me the dimensions of that so I know what size rock to
That
bring.
can't be real.
That one could be. Because those are probably mushrooms. Yeah, the green star polyps, judging by the size of those polyps, yeah, that's a little tiny.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Or actually, you probably, yeah. Hold on, let me get a piece of paper. Write down these dimensions.
Tank
Where's my
stand
notebook?
sump, dual drain return, 50 gallons per hour, adjustable return pump. 50 gallons. That's a massive filtration.
Yeah.
Plumbing kit. 10-watt switchable LED with adjustable height mounting, water height level indicator. We recommend adding an automatic top off. How are you gonna auto top off this tiny little
I
thing?
bet that sump turns over the water like twice a minute. Yeah.
3 millimeter high quality cast acrylic tanks have fully functional sump filtration, easily removable from standard maintenance. Everything works straight out the box. Escaping is easy with some life rock, frag zone rubble. 360 shrimp residing in it now, and the blue lake hermit awaiting amazing rock.
What are the? Did you see the dimensions on that?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, put a little hermit crab in there.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring a hermit crab too. Did you see the dimensions on that?
It was like 5 inches wide.
5 inches long.
I think, yeah. I look that exact back up again. Let's see. It's 5.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide, 3.5 inches tall is the tank. The sump is basically the same, just minus half an inch all around.
So 5 by 3.5 by 3.5.
5.5 by three and
Oh,
a half
five
by
and a half.
3.5. The sump is 5 by 3 by 3. The tank is 5 but the tank and stand is 5.7 by 3.7 by 8 inches.
Okay, so those scullies probably were real. They were probably 1 inch scullies. Okay. So yeah, that tank then.
Water volume display is 28 ounces. The sump holds 12 ounces, so it's a total of 40 ounces. That's ridiculously small.
I'm taking notes. That would be a perfect hermit crab tank for you then, Patty.
Yeah. If you wanted
Oh
to
my
get one of those
god.
little blue leg hermit crabs, that'd be perfect.
Now, Shelby, is this going to be like for a competition or is this just for display? Or like are you planning on selling the whole thing? Because I could get kind of fancy. I have a button scully at work that's like $250. Just that button scully.
It's the size of a big gulp. There you go. Perhaps a good
Selling them
breeding
at our
tank
booth.
for our. Right, exactly. I thought about that. That'd be the perfect little tank to put some brine shrimp in.
Selling them at our booth. Okay, I need to make a list.
If you wanted to have a brine shrimp breeding tank, that'd be perfect.
So it's I'll have to message Shelby. I'll message Shelby about this. You have to give me a price limit because I will go nuts.
Selling them at our booth. Okay. Wait, you're gonna sell the tank like as a
Like
thing?
scaped. Yeah, yeah. The whole
Oh,
thing scaped.
but
Yeah.
man, I'm not gonna be able to drive home with that.
Yeah, you just
It's
bring a
gonna
separate
like
bucket.
shake and fall.
You bring a separate bucket. You have to disassemble it, put it in a bucket. I will have it planned by tomorrow. I sure as
I
hell
had
will.
trouble dissolving the salt water. I really need to figure it out. So it's not that complicated. You get your bucket or whatever holding container you want for your water that you have like measured out. Whether just say it's a 10-gallon thing, you add however much salt you need into that 10-gallon thing for the equivalent, which I think it's like what a half cup for every gallon for most salt. So you're adding like 5 cups to that 10-gallon thing, and you put a heater and
Power head.
power head in there to
Yep.
circulate the water around, and you put that power head on like full blast or whatever, and you just let it go crazy and create
And
like
turn
a
that
crazy
heater up to
cycle.
90. Yeah, turn that heater up to 90 at least while it's mixing, and then turn it back down to whatever temp your tank is
Yeah,
for just
yeah.
resting.
when you heat the water up, the salt absorbs easier.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like when you're making Jello. You do it with boiling water, not with cold water, even though you put it right in the fridge.
I have Zoas. Oh my god, I have so many things I'm gonna bring. So excited.
But are you sure you'll be able to bring it?
In a bucket, yeah. I'll bring a. Oh, well, I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out.
because
I will make it work.
we kind of started talking about that before the stream a little bit. How you're saying you're having trouble finding a babysitter
For Kane,
for
yeah.
Kane.
Now Nathan's talking about possibly having to stay behind.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was just kind of thinking like I haven't asked anybody yet about taking care of any of my animals. I gotta text my sister and see if she's cool with taking the parakeets again, and then I might just leave Tundra at home. I can give her a nice big bowl of food, and she should be fine for like 4 days.
Yep.
She's very self sufficient. I might come home and have a plant or two knocked over, but that'll be it.
You need to get another bird cage just for your some of your plants.
Well, the thing is, I actually have two other bird cages, but
There you
because
go.
now I had two, and then I have this big one that they're both in now. So I need to take some of this stuff to like a Goodwill or something. I have so much stuff that I don't need that's just in the way to for the stuff that I would like to like display or whatever. So I just got too much clutter and I need to get rid of some of this stuff.
Yeah, Steven, the other thing is that Nathan's not comfortable with hiring a stranger for at home care. So yeah, it's trying to find a facility. But I've tried Googling and I've reached out to a couple of facilities, but it sounds like their respite is just for the elderly, not for kids.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I have a lot of phone calls I got to make Monday, but actually probably not Monday because I'm going to be at the store by myself. I
Yeah, you won't be able to call anybody Monday.
yeah
It'll be
yeah
Labor Day, so
yeah, and I'll be at the store by myself with who knows how traffic is going to be, foot traffic.
yeah.
It was a slow day today, but who knows? Monday is when everybody's coming back in town, and they might go home, see their fish tank, and be like, it looks a little empty.
Yeah. I'm going to do some barbecuing on Monday probably.
Yeah,
Got
we're
a
going
bunch.
to my sister's house tomorrow, and we're barbecuing. So my sister, if you guys all remember, is pregnant. Apparently, her big pregnancy craving right now is hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
She's been obsessively eating hot dogs. So Nathan went out to a local butcher and got some nice hot dogs and hamburgers for us to take over tomorrow and grill.
Right on. I got these Black Angus beef burgers from Schwann's that I'll be
There you
doing.
go.
They're so good. You just throw them right on the grill straight from frozen too. So
Mm, nice.
the tank by themselves are about 150 without anything in it. Yeah. So the tank, if you get the deal, they're 150. If you pay like full price, they're like 180. Um, so yeah, you can probably with some a couple tiny rocks. I'm not sure if you're even gonna put any sand in there.
Probably not. I'll go ahead and start seeding some like we have the little pearls, the little ceramic pearls for filter media for the sump. I'll go ahead and start seeding that at work, put it in one of our sumps, get
Yeah.
bacteria growing on that, bring that so the tank won't crash.
Yeah, for the sump itself.
Mhm.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm a think. It's going.
But then what I'm trying to calculate is like, okay, a couple small rocks and like a few teeny tiny corals.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're looking at probably selling those for like $300 a piece, fully set up.
Well, I think she mentioned earlier that the freshwater usually go her freshwater ones that she sells anywhere from 250 to 400.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, yeah, I could make that work.
Yeah, so you could probably do the same price range in
Yeah.
saltwater too.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm so excited. Get some green,
ATC Aviator, what's up?
get some what is it? 3 inches tall, 3.5 inches tall. I
Yeah,
might have a hammer. I don't know. No, I probably won't do a hammer. Probably just mostly soft corals.
yeah,
Yeah, it'll be great.
yeah,
Probably snag some zoas from my tank, honestly, at home, so it's less cost for the store. So my boss won't yell at me.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you can, dig any out from under
All
the
the algae.
algae.
Yeah. No, it's I can. Yep. There are some that I can dig out. You grab some green star polyp.
Green star
Kyle.
polyps.
Kyle, hello, hello. I think we said hi to Nathan Hovey. Hello, hello.
Nathan Hovey is here. Jeff Kane is here. Where's Kyle? Who's Kyle?
ATC Aviator?
Oh, that's his name is Kyle. I didn't know his
Yeah.
name was Kyle.
His name's
Hi,
Kyle. That's Kyle.
Kyle.
That's Bex's husband.
Oh, okay. I've always seen the name around and stuff. I didn't know it was Becky's husband. Okay, nice.
Do you have any sun polyp? What's a sun polyp?
I want one for us, Chris. I'm guessing probably red and yellow.
Oh, sun coral. No, I do have a dendro, which is related to the sun coral. Sun corals, for some reason, don't do well in our store. But I do have a dendro, which is very similar.
Oh, those are pretty. Wow, it's so pretty. You guys, look at these sun polyps, sun
I have where the
polyps.
sun don't shine polyps. So what's funny is that they're not photosynthetic. So they are just called sun polyps because they like look like a sun, but they actually prefer to be in a dark, dark part of the tank, and
Really?
they really only polyp out like at night because they're non-photosynthetic.
Hmm.
Bex and Rico. Yes, it's called Rico's frag hole.
So as long as his frag hole stays away from his fraggle rocks, we're good.
Those are cool as well. Might want those. Yeah. Jeff says green star polyps are my favorite. Yes.
I can't believe how many shrimp those red wines have had. I'm so happy. Shrimpies! Gotta love
Shrimpies.
shrimplets.
Shelby, were you here whenever I said that I tried to order shrimp from APET and they zero shipped them, and I took that as a sign that I'm only allowed to buy shrimp from you guys? It's the universe being like, no! How dare you cheat on Grant and Shelby?
The whole tank is coated in shrimp, as it should be.
Shrimp for days. But I did get blue mystery snails, and they're so freaking cute. When they start moving them around more, I'll have to I'll have to actually make a short. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what time I'm going to my sister's house tomorrow. Bex, did you see my Bulbasaur? I finished my Lego Bulbasaur. Or Kyle, or I don't know who else cares. No, I had not entered a chat. That sucks that we don't have all the shrimp, so it's never cheating. Aw. I appreciate the kind words, but it is cheating. I'm sorry. um,
Let's say they don't have all the shrimp, so it's never cheating.
well, you have more shrimp than Apet had.
Yeah, the APAT had no shrimp.
They had orange. They had red cherries. I think they had a couple Rillies. They didn't have any blues.
I don't like the reallys that much because I think they're really just about to get messed up.
They're really about to get messed up.
They're really just hybrids.
So cute. I know it is so cute. It took me till 2 a.m. to make. 2 hours on stream, and then another, I guess, 2 hours after. Bunny's here.
Hi, Bunny.
At least they had Rillies. Yeah. It was so dumb. Oh, actually, I have access to that email. I can actually pull up what they have. I'm not gonna like screen share because I don't want you guys to see the prices. But
You can always just get shrimp from Diane.
I can get some shrimp from Diane. Where's Apet?
I think she still has a bunch of shrimp. Unless all of her angelfish ate all of her shrimp. I don't remember.
All right.
I was looking at Boost Plant last night, and oh my god, the amount of plants they have. I was blown away and didn't even see them all. I never knew we had that many in the hobby. Yeah, Boost Plant has a lot of awesome plants.
Okay.
But you got to be careful ordering from them because they do grow everything immersed, and anything that is like submersed, they grow with like high CO2 and all that stuff. So it looks absolutely amazing when you get it, but if you're putting it into a simpler tank, you're going to have a lot of like die off and stuff like that. So be careful with that.
Yeah, so they had Bloody Marys, Red Cherry Premium, Black Carbon Rillies,
Black Carbon Rilly, also called Wild Type.
Red Rillies, Sakura Orange, and True Black Rose. Orange, and then whatever snakeskin is.
Ooh, snakeskin, huh?
Yeah. I don't like. So, Apet doesn't put scientific names on here, which is really annoying.
Well, when it comes to Neocaridina, they're all just Neocaridina species. There is no special species for the different colors because they're all just different color variants of the same thing. If you throw them all into the tank, they're all going to crossbreed, pick whichever female they want, and you'll eventually end up with basic gray shrimpies.
Yeah, most of them are imports. Yep. I figured they are. They have a lot of plants through Apet, like even house plants. It's crazy. I was looking at this list, just looking at the freshwater. It also has the birds and the reptiles and the feeders and all that stuff. But yeah, they had like a crazy amount of all kinds of plants, aquatic plants, house plants. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I got this flyer in the mail today from Bulk Reef Supply.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was some like thank you or whatever from ordering the RODI unit or whatever. I didn't order it from them. I got it from you guys.
Right.
But I guess I registered it or something. I don't know. But I got something in the mail and it's from Bulk Reef Supply. And it's got like a promo code on it. And it says like the promo code could be anywhere from like 10 or 20 or like 50 or even like $500 off a purchase online if I enter the code. So I have to enter the code to see how much it's worth. And there's no like additional purchase necessary or anything like that. So it's just like, I need to kind of look into that and see how much money I can get off a bulk resupply. Because if I can order like I don't know, I might be able to order an entire sump up from there if I have $500 off.
Yeah, so I can order air plants, aquatic bunches,
You can do
apparently they
air
have moss.
plants.
Yeah,
Wow.
air plants.
You should just put some of those.
Mosses.
Gosh, those airplanes, you can just put those all around the store, anywhere where there's a light. Just put it on top of the tank, and it'll just absorb the moisture from the air, and it'll help reduce the humidity.
Apparently they have bonsai. Potted pre-bonsai 2-inch. So
Wow.
like a bonsai start.
Huh.
Carnivorous plants.
Yeah. Lots of different carnivorous plants.
Desert terrarium plants, so like cacti and succulents. Tropical terrarium plants. Rooted
Whose
aquatic
plant? I
plants.
just get their tissue cultures now, and even still, they will send me a rotten one. Like nobody looked at the thing before packing. I have, man, I have found some really great tissue cultures at like Petco and stuff like that. You just got to go on the right day
You
and
got to
just
go
look
and
at the
yeah.
right time, and you can find some really good ones. I found some awesome pink flamingo crypts that I still got growing. There's one like you can't really see it because it's kind of in the shadow, but there's one literally like right here.
That's because I tried to once a week go through and pick out all the deads and I wrote them out, and then the next week they would send replacements. So
Yep. You just got to find a good Petco that has good employees that actually do their job.
yeah. Is APET selling to the public? No. So I get the APET list through my work.
Yeah.
Go ahead and close that so I don't accidentally screen
But
share.
yeah, we would get carnivorous plants and stuff from APET too because we would sell all that stuff at Pet Supplies Plus.
But Patty says air plants look great too when they die. You can't even tell.
I mean, it, it is kind of true. Like they just kind of just start to turn brown and you almost can't even tell. But yeah, no, seriously though, like I on those like little display tanks that you guys have like right on the counter,
Mm-hmm.
you just put a couple little air plants right on top. You wouldn't have to do a thing.
Yep. I might. Next time we order APET, maybe next week, I'll throw on some air plants. Yep.
I've,
Yep.
yeah. The thing is, I was really mad one time. I bought I think it was a Java fern from a Petco, and when I was looking at it, it was like a tissue culture type thing, but it was a full plant, but it was like I don't know, it was one of those like big tube tissue culture things,
Yep.
and I I don't know why, but it looked like it was like a red variant of like a Java fern. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to have that. And I get it home and open up the tube and I grab it and it just like disintegrates because it wasn't red, it was dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, they shouldn't have even let me buy it.
I was told that if I would not pay for it full price, it should not be on the floor, or at least it should be discounted. It was up to my discretion if it was just trashed or just discounted. So, yeah, any kind
Tropica
of
is, of
bruising.
course, the shit. Anything that
Yeah.
is endorsed by George Farmer and voiced by him, like, yeah, it's gonna be the shit.
Yeah, if any of the leaves are bruised at all, I at least discounted it half off. But if it was more than 2 dead leaves in it, I just took it out.
Can we order from Tropica directly? I believe you can. I've never done it because I'm sure they're expensive, but Tropica.com.
I need to start advertising. That's what I need to start adding to my live stream description on Wednesdays. Is that if you guys want me, if you anybody with salty tanks, if you're wanting corals or anything for me to bring to the clash for you, you need to email me and let me know soon.
Oh, this just says dealer login. Become a dealer. Okay, so you have to. You can't just buy them, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, but wow, these plants look pretty.
Yeah, Shelby says no. You have dealers in the U.S. for Tropica. It might have a dealer search, like a vendor search.
Upon the getting biovinianus. Boy Vinianus. That they should have picked a different name.
Tropica is where our snail-free moss will be coming from. Ooh.
Madagascariensis.
I need more moss.
Oh, if you need moss, I have plenty of it.
I need moss.
I have a crazy amount of weeping moss that has been growing in this betta tank with the emerald rasboras, and I have been meaning to do like a big trim on it, but I don't really know what I want to do with the moss after I trim it because I don't just want to throw it away. So if you want a bunch of moss, I can get you a bunch of moss.
At least like a decent handful, like baseball size.
Yeah, I can get you a full baseball size handful of weeping moss.
Shelby says we are a dealer. The problem is Tropica is map pricing, so they're always so much more. Funny thing is that so apparently there's this couple in St. Louis that is starting to make their own fish food, and they called my store asking, "Hey, we're a small business. We make our own fish food. We're wanting to know if you want to start carrying our product." The girl was very chatty, and she kept just rambling. And so every time I ask a question, I get this long-winded answer, and I'm like, "Oh, well, do you guys do map pricing, or is it up to the vendors to, set the price?" And she's like, "Oh no," and she like went on this long rant, and I'm like, "So do you guys set the retail price?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, we sell it on our website, and that's usually what we tell people to sell it." I'm like, "So that's map pricing. you set the retail price." um, and I go, "Well, before we get into any more of this, do you just make freshwater fish food or do you make saltwater or like marine fish food?" She's like, "Oh no, we just do freshwater." I'm like, "All right, then." She's like, "We're working on a marine line though." I'm like, "All right, well, hold off sending me anything until you get the marine line going."
Because you called Marine Solutions.
You called Marine Solutions. We just do saltwater. So, oh, you don't have any freshwater? No, we are a saltwater special. I even told her, I was like, "Well, we're a saltwater specialty store. We only do saltwater." "Oh, you don't have any freshwater?" "No, we are a saltwater specialty store. We only do saltwater." Turn your listening ears on.
Yep.
We don't have any freshwater fish listed on our website.
I get so jealous when I watch MD Fish Tanks videos because the plant company he orders from these days has some amazing looking stuff. Everything comes in super healthy and big. Yep, I think he uses Tropica and he gets some really, really, really good stuff.
Do you consider fresh and salt different hobbies? So, kind of. If you have fish only saltwater tanks, it's really not that different from a freshwater tank. I believe corals are their own hobby.
Yeah.
Not saltwater as a whole, but corals is a different hobby than fish keeping.
Yeah. Yeah. The same way, like, doing a planted aquarium or a high-tech planted aquarium is different than doing like a low-tech planted aquarium. It's not necessarily a different, at least from my point of view, it's not a different hobby. It's a different level of the same hobby. Like freshwater can be complicated, but you can also make it like super duper simple with literally just like a fish and a plant and a fishbowl.
Yep.
Or you can make it as complicated as can be, and you can do salt water with a whole bunch of various corals and a sump and super expensive light with all these different sort of programming on the light, and you have like an auto doser and all this other stuff that is all high tech programmed on a big old computer program that you got. And
Yep.
literally, you go full on like computer nerd, fish nerd all together and just make like this crazy super duper system. Like,
Yep. And I tell people that work or new customers that all the time. They come on, they're like, "Oh, is saltwater really that much, harder?" I'm like, "Well, if you have fish only, it's really not. It's more expensive. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
Move that decimal point over one. That's what you're looking
yeah.
at. But
Even the cheapest
honestly,
fish are still at least $10.
16. But yeah. But otherwise, the maintenance and everything it's a little bit longer for setup because you want to, they're more sensitive. You make sure they're dialed in. But honestly, the maintenance is the same as a freshwater if you do a fish only tank.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
And I mean, especially with freshwater, once you moved over to where you have an RODI system and you're like adding minerals back to it and doing that sort of thing in a high tech system anyway, you're basically doing all the work involved with keeping salt water. So,
Shelby says at these bigger shows, some saltwater people don't even talk to freshwater people. Not joking. Oh, I believe it. They're like that on
oh
YouTube
yeah,
too. That's why I'm with you guys here in the Fish Fam, and I didn't go to Saltwater Tube.
people
Mm-mm.
get really snobby for
Super
sure.
snobby.
I mean, just think about it. You got all the public school freshwater kids, and you got those college preparatory. My parents bought me this Ferrari for prom, for my 16th birthday. You know, kids and how they treat everybody else. Yeah, that's what it is.
Just sounds like advanced hobbyist, but the hobby is still the same. Yeah, I could see that.
Yep. But
I
I
could see
mean,
that,
one of
buddy.
my customers, pretty much same time that I did when like the pandemic hit, and just got extra super hardcore into fish keeping, but they went into like the saltwater side of YouTube, and I just kept like stayed on like the freshwater side of YouTube. So I started doing all these planted aquariums and stuff, and they started setting up a whole bunch of reefs all over their house.
Yeah.
So it's just like I didn't have the money to be setting up a whole bunch of reefs and all that sort of thing. Gosh, I've still been trying to set up my first reef.
So, Shelby said something earlier. It sounds like my work, but I get dumber people. I work at West Marine, and people think it's a sporting goods or golf store. We're just boating. I get the boating calls too. I actually just had one, not as often as you would think, but I did just have one like 3 weeks ago. They were trying to find some kind of like charger. I don't even remember what the part was. Some kind of charger for a trolling motor or whatever. Goes, "Hey, do you have this part?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know what that is. Let me go Google it." And he goes, "It's for a trolling motor." And I'm like, "Oh, this is a fish store." And he goes, "Oh, okay, thanks, bye." And I'm like,
Uh,
"Close, close."
We're here to solve your marine problems, not your marina problems.
How does marine relate to golfing? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, but those Marines aren't very smart.
See you later, Nathan.
I can.
That makes sense a little because Marine Source is actually a name for our marinas. Yeah. And I think there is a boat store called Marine Solution or something. Like, not Solutions, Solution. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
can
can help
help
you
you.
with the trolling motors. I'll refer them to you, Shelby. Next call I get, I'll refer them to you.
Yeah. Hate to leave, but I gotta get some more video of the new tank. Time to add fish. FYI, nice. Mm-hmm.
Good night, Mickim.
Later, Nathan. Oh, so going to sleep.
The store really
Civil
should.
War by Guns N' Roses. Oh. I am not. Man, Axl Rose is just insane.
The store really should be called Aquatic Marine Solutions. Yeah. Well, it's actually Reef Keepers Marine Solutions. Is the full. Hold on. Yeah. Here's a business
Marine
card.
Solutions is the store. Reef
Yeah.
Keepers is the.
So it's Reef Keepers Marine Solutions is the actual company. Most of the company name is Reef Keeper, just Reef Keepers, because that's the business the owner had before he bought Marine Solutions. So he just combined the two.
Or Solutions for Aquatic Marines. But see, that might confuse the Marines.
Yeah. People think we're a scuba store.
Yeah. Oh
Which
man,
they
I
also
thought
do,
this was a Navy SEAL surplus store.
we have that too, because there is a scuba school right down the street from us. So we've had that where people come in like holding flippers and they like stop and they're like, "Where's the pool?" And we're like, "No, you got to go. It's like 3 more buildings down. Like it's right down the street."
Where's the pool? It's a 375-gallon tank. What are you talking about?
Right. So no, we do get the scuba people.
Most people don't read. It will always be a problem.
So, and it's funny, I've said it before, but our number is 1 number off from Republic Waste Services. So that's the call I get most often, and it always comes in waves. So I don't know if it's like a rep or somebody that's referring them and they just, I don't know. But anyway, it's 1 number off. So I answer, Marine Solutions, this is Gina, how can I help you? Nobody ever listens to that, ever.
Right. I was even going to say that.
I was just wondering when you're going to come pick up my trash. It's always an old lady. I was wondering when you're going to come pick up my trash.
Yep. I will admit I do the exact same thing, though. I don't really listen to exactly what the person's saying when they answer the phone. They're saying, "Hi, this is whatever. How can I help you?" Just get to the point of me telling you what you need to do. So,
yeah.
I met Axl Rose, had backstage passes to Bon Jovi, who they opened for. They were still up and coming. He was a serious dick. Yeah, Axl Rose is a serious dick. In fact, there was a whole riot in St. Louis with Axl Rose. And after the riot, on one of the next album that came out from Guns N' Roses, on the back, there's a big old thing that says "Fuck St. Louis" on the back.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, I think it was about it. Gosh, it was like we just had Guns N' Roses back in St. Louis again, and I think that was the first time they've been back since the Riverport riot. But you can look it up. The Riverport riot. Guns N' Roses Riverport riot. It's on Wikipedia.
It's on Wikipedia. It's Wikipedia official.
Wow. Okay, so wow. The 15th song in the set, counting down and drum solos. Singer Axl Rose in the middle of the chorus pointed at a fan who was taking still pictures of the show, saying, "Hey, take that now. Get that guy and take that." With security unable to confront the person, Rose decided to confiscate the camera himself, saying, "I'll take it, goddammit," and then jumped into the audience and tackled the person. After taking the camera, striking members of the audience and the security team, and being pulled out of the audience by crew members, Rose grabbed his microphone and said, "Well, thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home," slammed his microphone on the stage, and left.
Oh my gosh.
After Rose left, guitarist Slash quickly told the audience, "He just smashed the microphone. We're out of here." This infuriated the audience. setting off a 3-hour riot in which dozens were injured. The footage was captured by Robert John, who was documenting the tour of the band. Rose was charged with having incited the riot, but police were unable to arrest him until almost a year later, as the band had gone overseas to continue the tour. Darn those marina laws. Charges were filed against Rose, but a judge ruled that he did not directly incite the riot.
Of course.
The band did not play in the city again until July 27, 2017. Oh, okay, so but that was July 2nd of 1991, and they didn't come back until July 27th of 2017.
Jeez.
So yeah, that was a good old 26 years.
Good night, Shelby.
Bye-bye. He's a misogynist pig. He thought way too much of himself way back then. He sit on stage singing and pointing out girls he wanted to take it backstage for his pleasure.
She won it fair and square.
Right. But, I mean, that's how it was back then.
Yeah.
You know, if the women wanted to go back to pleasure him, that was their choice too.
Oh man.
Insane, restless, haunted. Yes, for the silence, not like the other ones. Go listen, you'll see what I mean. Okay, I know what Civil War. That one's good. He's a walking disease. Yeah, and I don't like the sound of his voice either. But he's an insane vocalist. He's got like this crazy range and all that stuff. But I hate the way he.
Yeah.
And there's this one song that it like repeats the end on like an echo, and he goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, oh god, it's awful.
Oh,
the
Elena
doesn't exactly shine gentleman,
right?
right?
Elena answered the phone at work earlier, and then she came up to me afterwards. She goes, "I can't even answer the phone anymore because everyone thinks it's you. Thinks that I'm you." I'm like, "Well, it's because I'm the one who answers the phone most of the time."
And you're famous, Gina. Everybody wants to call for you.
We're both just generic white girls who sound just alike, so yeah. It's funny though because people will come in the store and then they'll come in like days later and they're like, "Oh yeah, you helped me with blood." I'm like, I wasn't here that day. No, I didn't." And Elena gets so frustrated with that too. And she's like, "Why do people think we're the same just because we're white girls with brown hair?" I was like, "Yeah, because I have glasses and you don't." She's like, "Yeah, exactly." I'm like, we're just mindless robots who work the store. We aren't real people. They don't actually look at us. I'm like 50 pounds. No, I'm more than that. I'm probably like 75 pounds heavier than she is. She's this skinny young girl. And people think that we're the same person. It's so funny.
And then I went in there one time and I was just kind of waiting for you to finish up what you were doing so I can kind of talk to you and all that stuff. And she's like, "Do you need any help with anything?" I'm like, "Nope, just waiting for Gina."
Waiting for Gina. And she looked at me. She's like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, he's my friend. He's waiting for me. It's fine."
Yeah. Axl Rose can dish it out, but he can't take it like a lot of other grown-ass men crybabies that I know. Yep, we all know some of them.
Yep. Getting late notifications from Discord.
Maybe we are softies. Yeah, we're soft corals.
I'm so freaking excited.
I'm
Okay,
surprised we
sorry.
haven't had Clashy pop up at all in
Oh
here.
yeah,
But
we
yeah, the
talked about
Keystone Clash is
Clashy.
just 3 weeks away.
We talked about Clashy and he didn't pop up. Oh my god,
Three
I'm so
weeks away.
excited. So excited.
Oh, and I've already secured our streaming like time window and stuff there. Um,
Oh, sweet.
I paid. Well, I didn't pay. I selected like a 2 hour time window, um, which our actual stream time will probably only be like an hour and a half because I didn't want to take up too much time. I wanted to allow everybody else to have their time too, but the way they had it set up was like by 30-minute marks as well. So I think we'll be streaming from there it'll be like 7:30 to 9:30. So I think in central time that'll be 8:30 to uh or no 6:30 to 6:30 to 8, or I don't know.
So it'll be
I,
7:30 to 8:30.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
they're an hour ahead of us.
Yeah. I don't remember. I gotta look it up again what time I picked.
Nothing wrong with being a softie, just don't dish it out then. Yeah, like me. I don't dish it out. I actually was so Frank and Elena have a very big like brother sister kind of situation going where they'll actually sometimes kind of wrestle in the store and I'm like, "Guys, come on, stop. We're at work." Anyway, um it was just Frank and I at the store the other day, and I was walking past. He was filling up his buckets for his maintenances, and he was kneeling down by him. And I had a towel in my hand, and I thought for a moment about whipping him with the towel, and I had to stop. And I'm like, "No, don't do that. Frank will fight back." So that is not a good idea. So it's really funny. So Elena is the youngest in the store, but she's the older sister of her siblings. And I was a middle child, and I'm in the middle. I'm the middle like age of the workers. And then Frank is the oldest, but he was the younger sibling. So we have this weird dynamic where our sibling age, like where we're at with our siblings, is the opposite in the store. So our dynamic is very interesting.
Nice. Okay, so I looked it up. The first time I got 2 time slots. So the first one was 7:30 to 8:45, and then I did 8:45 to 10 p.m. So we have 7:30 to 10 p.m. in the YouTube lounge. Um, I'm gonna sneak you into the YouTube lounge because you're my co-host.
Yeah. Well, I think you're allowed a guest.
Yeah, I guess or whatever. But yep, you'll be coming in there, and so yeah, 7:30 their time on the East Coast. Oh, okay, so that'll be 6:30 Central Time, right?
No, they're an hour ahead of us. So if it's 7:30 that time, it'll be 8:30 here.
No, no, it's the other way around, right? It's 7, 6, 5, 4.
Patty, what time? Patty,
Yeah,
what time is it?
yeah. It's like it's 11 o'clock in the East Coast right now, even though it's almost 10 o'clock here. So
Yeah.
we will be. So our stream, if we get started right, we'll need a little bit of setup time after 7:30. So if we get started at 8 p.m. there, it'll be 7 p.m. here. So we'll basically be starting an hour early than we
Yeah.
normally do,
So
which is fine.
that being said, I probably will not stream that Wednesday before because I will be packing and getting ready.
Yeah. Yep. But anyway, guys, it's 10 o'clock. We are all done here with another fantastic episode of Fish and Friends.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to another awesome episode next week with all you guys hanging out. As we get closer and closer to the clash, it's getting to crunch time.
Yes.
I'm pretty much with my bad tire. I'm losing like a pound of air an hour, so I'm gonna have to get more tires before I go. But okay, he portraits the restlessness and frustration in combination with some kind of lonely echo from an entombed soul. That and the range is what I like in his voice. Hard to copy, but I want Danny's voice. Okay, whatever. Thank you for the stream. Yes, can't wait to meet everybody at the Keystone Clash. Can't wait to punch Patty in the face. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She's gonna whoop you. She's gonna get you.
I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye. So long, and thanks for the fish.